Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 3 Week 2. We are getting into our final game of the night as well as the final Diamond Cap game, which will be Weenie and the Weens versus 50 Shades of Mosier. Gonna go ahead and jump into that one right away, going into it right now. Let's see. So, of course, Weenie and the Weens on the blue side, 50 Shades of Mosier on the red side. Both teams coming off of a win in Week 1. Have to see how they match up here. Alright, so all 5 members of Weenie and the Weens hiding out here in the bottom side of the jungle. Waiting to see if there's any possible invades. We're gonna have Chung in the top side of the map playing this Shyvana with Smite Exhaust. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. Gonna have a lot of combat and dueling potential, probably picking up the red smite. It looks like Winnington gonna be leashing onto the raptors with his saplings. Yeah, if you can start raptors, like you have a very good AoE jungler, it's generally actually a very good idea to start raptors. The raptors start at level 2 compared to the buffs, so you'll get some bonus experience. You'll hit level 2 off of killing all the little ones. You'll have your second ability to kill the big one. And it looks like Chung will do the exact same thing on the top side of the map. Chris can't miss on this Orianna up against Weenie's LeBlanc. Of course, LeBlanc gonna be still highly considered a very powerful mid laner, can bully in lane, does a lot. Dr. Wildey coming forward. Ooh, Chris can't miss, taking a little bit of damage. Weenie procs his Thunderlords. Unfortunately, with only one ability, it's very difficult for you, or actually impossible, for a LeBlanc to proc her passive. Piercing arrow comes across Zensylvia, putting down some damage. Oblivious doing a good job of harassing Zensylvia, falling down very low, has to pop one of his potions. He does have biscuits compared to only potions on the side of Biscuit, which is ironic. He has biscuits, whereas Biscuit does not have biscuits. Deadly Flourish coming out, not gonna find anyone. The Aqua Prison goes a little bit short as well. Oh, that's right. You can actually proc LeBlanc passive with both procs of your ethereal chains. I forgot about that. So, Winnington actually going to be the one with the push advantage in the top lane. Probably a fairly conscious decision by Clutch to do that. He's going to wait until he has the extra Dark Seals before he starts really trying to shove Winnington in. This kid gets the 4-shot onto Zensylvia, but Dr. Wildey shielding it up with that Aria of Perseverance. Deadly Flourish finds Dr. Wildey. So about even in terms of CS, but Biscuit has the wave pushing into him. They're actually moving forward because here's Chung in the bottom lane. Zensylvia flashes over him. The Deadly Flourish will find Dr. Wildey actually. They turn onto him. Exhaust already used. Chung runs away. They're not able to find any kills, but they burn all 4 summoners in the bottom lane. Clutch moving forward just to push the wave in. He's going to want to recall, pick up the first of his Dark Seals, or not. He's just going to stick around. Oh, Chris can't miss. Is gonna try and juke away from this one. Hallow takes a tower shot and a little bit of damage from Chris can't miss. Chris can't miss, able to survive that first gank. Did not even have to burn summoners. And fairly healthily as well. Not bad by the mid laner of 50 Shades of Mosier. Dr. Wildey takes the 4th shot from Biscuit. Piercing arrow comes across. Takes a little bit of Biscuit's health out. Dr. Wildey doing his best to keep him and his AD carry healed up with that area of perseverance. Oblivious continuing to move forward aggressively, trying to zone away the members of Weenie and the Weens. Dr. Wildy's so low on mana, just been spamming that area of perseverance just to keep himself alive, really. Oblivious doing a really good job of harassing, and Biscuit getting a few too many forced shots off. Zen Sylvia takes about a good chunk of HP off. Oblivious using that Tidecaller's Blessing as well. However, in spite of all of this harass, Zen Sylvia doing a good job keeping up in CS. He's actually pulled ahead now with those 2 extra minions. And now Dr. Wildy and Zen Sylvia, they're looking pretty healthy. Been spamming that the heal from Sona out. There's going to be a trap used to push the wave back out. Biscuit will find himself just even in terms of CS. Assuming he gets this last one? Nope, he falls behind. Biscuit falling behind in terms of CS. But Zen Sylvia has already recalled, which means they're going to be able to deny some of the CS to tower. Aloe and Chung find each other in the jungle, significantly ahead from Chung. He's actually more than doubling Hallow's CS. Oblivious here to back him up, but Weenie as well misses the ethereal chains. He is level 6 Chris Can't Miss, ready with the shockwave as well. Which moving forward, he flips Winnington into the minion wave, gets rooted up by the Twisted Advance. Triple Dark Seals all ready for clutch. Double Doran's Ring as well as the Corrupting Potion. Chung actually accidentally takes away the blue buff. Probably a combination of his own red buff as well as the burnout. Weenie picks up the early Negatron Cloak, wants to be able to very aggressively go in, not have to worry about too much magic damage in return. The Lost Chapter on the side of Chris Can't Miss. And Biscuit, surprisingly enough, his first item is the Hex Drinker. Not going for that lethality rush, instead wanting some insurance against magic damage, probably maybe expecting Weenie to make a lot of roams into the bottom lane. But he's severely gimping his damage by doing this. He's gonna have to make it up somehow. He's also taking a lot of physical damage from Zen Sylvia, so I'm really curious as to what his rationale behind this Hex Drinker purchase is. I guess he's also like the magic damage mid and jungler possibly coming bot would be the most reasonable explanation, but Clutch and Winnington sitting about even in terms of CS as well. Yeah, Chung tried to make a gank into the top lane. He's sitting on top of a ward in that side brush right now. Clutch is gonna flip Winnington over again, but just followed up by the Twisted Advance. It's the same game. Winnington gonna try and tank up the minion wave, actually, just to make sure he doesn't miss anything to the tower, as Clutch would really like him to. That's why he's shoving it in. Weenie handed off his blue buff. Gonna return into the mid lane. Interested to see what Chung is going to build on this Shyvana. You see the double dagger probably indicating the Blood Razor enchant, but he also has a long sword, so maybe going towards either the Tiamat or the Blade of the Rune King as well, synergize with that Blood Razor attack speed. We'll have to see. He probably was sitting just a little bit behind in the 400 gold. Oh, here we go. Tidal Wave and Curtain Call used. Zen Sylvia flashes away from the Dragon's Descent. He gets slowed up. Dr. Wildly throws out the Crescendo, keeps Chung at bay. Zen Sylvia turns around, throws out a Piercing Arrow as well. Burn both summoners from Zen Sylvia, but successfully averted the gank from Chung with that Dragon's Descent. Weenie now taking out a Control Ward. The Spectre's Cal now finished off for Winnington. He's feeling a lot better about his trades up against Clutch, but still obviously going to get shoved in. Nice double Aqua Prison from Oblivious, but unfortunately no mana on Biscuit. No follow-up from anywhere else on the map. Biscuit now, yeah, definitely starting to lose out in these trades up against Zen Sylvia, especially with how much mana sustain, or how much health sustain Dr. Wildy is giving him with the Area of Perseverance. Oblivious trying to do the same with that Ebb and Flow, but just not quite as effective right now. Zen Sylvia has actually pulled himself a decent chunk of CS ahead. Just gonna flip Winnington over, no poison running, just to be annoying. Singed players definitely really like to be annoying. Oh, here we go. Tidal Wave comes out. Zen Sylvia and Dr. Wildy split, and Zen Sylvia has no summoners, but First Blood goes over to Chung, but Hallow's here. He dropped the Equalizer. Chung going very low. The Exhaust comes out onto Hallow, as well as the Summoner Heal from Biscuit. Hallow looking for it. The Aqua Prison goes down, and here's the Teleport coming in from Clutch. Deadly Flourish. No, Teleport canceled by Winnington. Really nice Twisted Advance to keep him at bay. It means that they will survive. Weenie gonna throw out Ignite as well as the Q onto Oblivious. Oblivious will be able to live here. He flips Winnington around. Clutch going pretty low here, but I don't think Winnington... Oh, Hallow gets rooted by the Deadly Flourish, and Chris can't miss. Flashes for it. Dr. Wildy flashes to give him the Area of Perseverance shield as well as the heal. It means he will live. Oh, there we go. Crescendo onto Chung. There's the Aqua Prison to keep him alive. Weenie gonna get exhausted as well. A lot of summoners burned out. Alright, so it will be the Tiamat coming out for Chung in the top, in the jungle, as well as that Blood Razor enchant. Probably just going to sit on the Tiamat, build some tank items, and then finish it into the Titanic Hydra. The Hex Drinker and the Serrated Dirk now finished off for Biscuit. The Monomune and 2 more Longswords for Zen Sylvia. Eventually going to be building towards his own lethality items. The Abyssal Scepter finished off for Weenie as well. Right, Chris can't miss, sitting pretty with his blue buff and the Morella Namicon. Winnington gonna just Arcane Smash onto Clutch. Clutch doesn't care, he just wants to get the poison onto the minions, shove the wave in onto Winnington, and start roaming into the mid lane. Winnington gonna Twisted Advance onto Clutch here. Here we go. Curtain Call gonna come out. He's gonna miss the first shot. There's Chung. He's going for it. Aqua Prison finds Zen Sylvia, and there's the damage. He's just gonna fall right away. Zen Sylvia still not able to make it out there. Winnington did teleport in. He's gonna twisted advance onto Chung, but back away. Oblivious gets spotted out by a sapling there. We'll see Clutch building. He has the catalyst already. That's a lot. That's even more sustain that he already has with the triple dark seal. Catalyst, the protector. Oh, Chain of Corruption finds Biscuit. There's the crescendo as well. Exhaust goes down. Zen Sylvia gets exhausted as well. Hallow throws down the equalizer, but he's a little bit too far to follow up with a flame spitter damage. A little bit early there from Zen Sylvia to use that Chain of Corruption when Hallow was not in position to use the equalizer. Gave Biscuit and Oblivious the chance to escape out of that one. Right, Weenie has made his way down here. There's the ball onto Chung. Gonna just find a control ward and back away. Clutch and Winnington continuing to do the same thing. Chung jumps onto Zen Sylvia again. He flashes away. Deadly Flourish finds him. Shockwave pulls him back in on a killing spree. The Command Protect keeps Oblivious alive. Weenie exhausted as well. They back away. 50 Shades of Mosher pick up another kill. Oblivious staying around very low. Clutch gonna get slowed up by the sapling, but not anything substantial. He's going to poison up the backline minions again. Run into Winnington. Flip him over. Alright, so still a pretty even game. 3 kills over to the side of 50 Shades of Mosher. They have themselves just a little bit over 1.5k, a little under 1.5k gold lead rather. Alright, Yomu's Ghost Blade finally finished off for Biscuit. Weenie actually going to jump onto Chris Can't Miss, and Oblivious is here as well. He flashes away. The Tidal Wave will force him away. Just not quite respecting the position of his enemies. Uses the Distortion forward. Clutch is going to get jumped on by Winnington once again. Clutch is fairly confident he's not going to die here. Oh, Curtain Call coming into the bottom lane. Zen Sylvia takes the first 2 shots, dodges the third. Actually 2 shots. Chain of Corruption keeps Chung at bay. He's gonna jump away. There's the Dragon's Descent. A rampage for the jungler of 50 Shades of Mosher. They pick up another kill onto the AD carry. Actually, all of the kills onto the jungler, all of the deaths onto the AD carry. Zen Sylvia not having the game of his life. 50 Shades of Mosher moving towards the Cloud Drake. This is definitely something you want to do as Shyvana, is pick up as many of the dragons as you can. They're trying to pull it out just to make sure there's no steals. Hallow in the top lane is going to try and help Winnington secure Tower First Blood in response for this dragon. So Tower First Blood did go down in favor of Weenie and the Weens. 50 Shades of Mosher instead pick up 4 kills in the bottom lane over the course of time, as well as the Cloud Drake. The Monomune, and now building towards the Yomu's Ghostblade for Zen Sylvia. Aqua Prison gonna go just a little bit too far forward. Dr. Wildy able to run right under that one. Biscuit able to just pick up some of the CS under tower. He's going to continue to get shoved in. Okay, tower goes down in favor of Weenie and the Weens. That's 2 unanswered towers. Weenie actually gonna distort back Dr. Wildy with a nice exhaust on the Chris can't miss, but it's not enough to save his life. Here we go. Curtain Call is gonna come out once again. Zensilvia and Weenie now running for their lives, but he distorts away from Clutch, who is still gonna flip him away. Zensilvia falls to the 4th shot from the Curtain Call. Weenie still trying to distort away the equalizer to separate the members of 50 Shades of Mosier. Hallow trying to turn it around, but Clutch gonna be able to survive. Oh, there's the ethereal change. Chris can't miss. Falls. Weenie is gonna get flipped after the distortion. He'll fall away to the auto attack. Clutch runs his way out of there. Keeps himself alive. 50 Shades of Mosier pick up 8 kills to 1 right now. Picking up an extra 4 for 1 in the after all of that happened. 2k gold up, but 2 towers down. Biscuit gonna try and pick up the first tower of the game for 50 Shades of Mosier. Winnington pushing in the mid lane. Right, Hallow has finished off his Leandry's Torment. It's going to be giving him a lot of damage. Rumble loves having that item. It's just so gold efficient on him. Shockwave actually going to be used onto Weenie. He's going to distort backwards. Oblivious is going to put down some damage. Chris misses the command attack just barely. I don't know if it would have killed thanks to that Abyssal Scepter. Well, Weenie finds Oblivious in the jungle. He just backs his way out of there. Clutch gonna run through the tower just to make sure he picks up all the minions and shoves them in. Weenie gonna pick up all the CS under the tower. Right, but Winnington and Hallow now here. Clutch has to back away. I don't think he's quite tanky enough to survive both of them, but he's getting to the point where he can be. He has the Righteous Glory, he has a Negatron Cloak, probably, I would assume, building towards the ZZ Rot Portal. Yeah, the ZZ Rot Portal already finished away. 2 items on Clutch's, oh, Chain of Corruption goes wide. Zensilvia looking for an aggressive play. Shockwave gonna pull Weenie into the tidal wave as well. He's barely alive, but Zensilvia will fall. Trunk going on to Weenie, exhaust, burned the flash, and double kill over to the jungler 50 Shades of Mosier. Now he has the Frozen Mallet, he has the Tiamat. He's gonna get rooted up by Winnington. Aqua Prison keeps him at bay. Hallow coming in with the Flame Spitter. Equalizer already used, but here comes Clutch with the Righteous Glory. He's gonna get rooted up, throws Hallow back into the team, and Hallow will fall. Dr. Wildy now running for his life. The Ghost even used for Clutch. He's gonna continue. There's the Curtain Call off the backside. Dr. Wildy taking a lot of these shots. He will fall. Double kill over to Chris can't miss. Clutch running around in circles, flips Winnington back into the team with Biscuit, trying his best to auto him down. Winnington just a little bit too tanky. Deadly Flourish goes wide. Clutch is still going for it. He's gonna flip Winnington again. Not quite, because it gets interrupted by the Arcane Smash. Oblivious able to survive just barely there. They pick up another 4 kills for 50 Shades of Mosier, losing nobody. And with that, with the Righteous Glory active, with the Boots of Swiftness and the ZZ Rot Portal passive giving you increased movement speed near towers, Clutch is just running through the entire team of Weenie and the Weens, and there's nothing any of them can do to stop them. Oh, wow, this is rather interesting. So, Zen Sylvia, he has a Vampiric Scepter for some lifesteal, and nah, he's never mind, because he's getting jumped on by Chung. Deadly Flourish finds him, and Chung goes godlike, 7-0-2. Oh, and Dr. Wildy and Weenie here, but nothing any of them can do up against Clutch's Singe right now. Infernal Drake goes over to 50 Shades of Mosher. They've evened up tower count, and they find themselves almost 5k gold ahead. So the Spirit Visage and the Frozen Mallet have now completed for Winnington. He's as tanky as he possibly can be. He hasn't died yet. Jung bullying Hallow out of his own jungle. Yeah, he's taking away everything. Winnington is here, but so is Weenie and Dr. Wildy. The Flash Twisted Advance onto Chris Can't Miss. Nice Aqua Prison keeps them at bay. Dr. Wildy finds Chris Can't Miss. Chung will fall as well. The shutdown goes down. Dr. Wildy still alive. They find 2 picks in the jungle. Clutch now trying to exert some pressure down. Equalizer goes down to try and find somebody, but it didn't catch anyone. Anyways, so the Blade of the Rune King pickup for Zen Sylvia, that's what he was going for with that Vampiric Scepter. I guess hoping to melt this very high health stacking Singed and Shyvana is his, and also for the movement speed. I would assume that's his reasoning there. They find a 4th tower for themselves. Clutch trying to put pressure in the top lane, but Dr. Wildy, this is the wrong person to be sending to try and stop this guy. Clutch is literally just going to ignore Dr. Wildy for the entirety of this tower's health bar. Alright, but here come the other members of Weenie and the Weens, but they're trying to kill off Clutch while the rest of his team is starting off this Baron. 50 Shades of Mosher taking it very quickly. It's already down to half. Hallow now knows it's going down. He's going to get found by a trap here. He's slowed up by Clutch's Eve, and Biscuit will get caught by the Twisted Advance, but the Baron has already gone down. Dr. Wildy gets jumped on by Chung. Hallow running for his life, but he gets flipped back in by Clutch. 50 Shades of Mosher has already picked up 2 kills. Winnington now by himself in the middle of the team. He's very tanky, but not tanky enough. Biscuit is on a killing spree. Chain of Corruption onto Clutch. He's going to get rooted up by Ethereal Chains as well. Will he go down? Zen Sylvia going for the piercing arrow. He does not find him, and Weenie goes in with the distortion, but he gets caught by Chung on the backside. Clutch will make it out. They unable to kill him off. Zen Sylvia and Weenie not able to do anything. Fifty Shades of Mosher with the Baron buff, with all 5 members still alive. Clutch even still pushing out. There's the curtain call. Zen Sylvia is going to get blown up by it. He just sort of stands there and takes it. Now 50 Shades of Mosher take away the mid inhib. There's a teleport back in from Clutch. He runs in with the home guards, drops the ZZ Rot portal. They're going to take away this top lane inhib as well. And Clutch has even upgraded one of his Dark Seals into a Medjai's Soul Stealer. He has 10 stacks on that. Just standing there, letting his poison kill the red buff. He pulled it into the brush, so Hallow didn't even know that it was still alive. Clutch walks away with the red buff. Oh, he spotted now, and Zen Sylvia's like, oh no, please not again. He flashes away, but it hardly matters. Chain of Corruption doesn't mean anything. Clutch will just stand there for a few seconds laughing as his poison kills him off. Chris Can't Miss will be the one who actually picks up the kill. Tidal Wave comes out. Oblivious a little bit over-eager, I guess you could say. Clutch coming in here. Alright, so Inhibs down in mid and top. Jung is going to get jumped on by here. Ethereal Chains is not going to root him until after the Dragon's Descent goes down. 50 Shades of Motion have 3 members in the bottom lane with a big Baron buff minion wave. Oh, and Hallow not able to stop the minions from taking the base. Clutch is Baron buffing them up. The first Nexus Tower already fallen down. Clutch getting focused on by all the members of Weenie and the Weens. It doesn't matter. Shockwave pulls in 3, and they are all falling down. Winnington gets pulled back into the enemy team by the fling. Clutch will run his way back out, still alive. Dr. Wildy, the only remaining member. Chung throws it out. Oblivious Flash, Aqua Prison onto 2, and Biscuit will force shot down Dr. Wildy. The win goes over to 50 Shades of Mosier. And that was the game. 18 stacked Medjais on Clutch's Singed, built out of one of those 3 Dark Seals he built at the beginning of the game. This is quite the intimidating pick and quite the statement from 50 Shades of Mosier. Anyways, that is going to be the end of the stream for tonight. That's 4 Diamond Cap games. We'll be getting to you tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. with 4 Platinum Cap games. And then Tuesday, we hope to see you at least check into some non-shoutcasted Gold Cap games for the week. We're trying to do that for you guys. Anyways, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.